loves, welcome to TLC Tarot. Sorry it's taken a while to post some videos, but yeah, there's been some crazy energy around me, so I've been trying to deal with that, understand the messages there before I brought any of that to this channel. Alright my lovely, so I like to pull your oracle cards first, just so I can get a little vibe of how the reading's going to go, and so that I don't waste your time. And what I got was the Panther card. And what I love about this is that panther sorry, I almost said pants, which I know in the States means trousers, but over here it means underwear, right? There's something about put your big girl pants on, okay? But what I love about I've done it again, the panther, is that it's fierce, but look how much pink is surrounding this panther. So I feel like someone's had to really protect their heart. So if you're a very generous person, you're a very loving person, you're a very sensitive person, maybe you don't like to say no to people, maybe you always try and look at things from the other person's point of view, or from their background or something like that. I feel like there's a little shift in you. Whatever's happened, all my readings are timeless, all of them, okay? I feel like whatever's happening for you is like, you know what you bring to the table. You know you possess these qualities of being very loving, very kind, that you have a very sensitive heart. This could be about your heart chakra right now. So maybe you need to do some healing there, or maybe your chakra's just a little bit too open or too closed off. You'll know what's right for you. But I feel like you're having to protect that. You're having to be a little bit fierce over that one. And I like that for you. I do like that you are. Yeah, because there's I don't know if you can see it on camera, there's like a gateway behind him with the moon there. So I feel like if you have taken a long time to heal from a relationship or a breakup or a disagreement or something like that, I think you're really ready to approach things differently next time. It's like, I'm not going to waste my energy, my time, my tears on anybody without doing my research first, without putting my boundaries in first, I'm just going to look at things differently. I'm going to look at things differently because my sensitivity, my kindness is not a weakness. And I need to protect that. Okay, you also have the dolphin card here, and I love that because the dolphin tells me about playfulness. It dives very, very deep, and it also comes to the surface. So I think you are very aware of who you are as a person, like how much you can handle. And probably you don't give yourself credit for this. Maybe you're like, I always end up being hurt, used, taken advantage of, or something like that. But you are starting to understand your sensitivities. Okay, so where the dolphin can go so deep, okay, you are capable of surviving in that environment. If you have to do some shadow work, if you have to go away and lick your wounds, but you can also come to the surface. So you can carry that load, believe it or not, as painful as it is, because you know they're your war wounds, they're your story, and they're also a reminder of your last lesson, the last hurt that you have. And you don't have to make it a sad story, a poor me story. You need to be like, I did learn something from that. It was tough, but I survived it. Okay, so I'm allowed to be playful. I'm allowed to come back to the surface. I'm allowed to have fun. And there seems a big theme with that in my videos at the moment, because don't forget guys, I have another channel and there is a big message about someone needing to have fun again. Okay, and you also have the bee card. I love this. And we all know bees are busy, right? They're very busy, they're very productive. I'm sorry, I've got a cold. They're very productive. They help the environment, okay? They're huge for the planet. So if anyone is out there taking care of bees, like, I love that. I really love that. I can, and that means a lot, whether you tell people it or people are aware of it or not. Like, it's a nice thing you're doing for the planet, and that's really lovely. So I think also what I'm getting as I look at all three of these cards, crikey, it's taken a long time, right guys? Sorry. Excuse me. Is you've had to kind of put your foot down on something or someone, because there's a lot of pink here, guys. And the purple to me will be like the third eye. You've just Mm. You've just seen some things. You've noticed some red flags. I think your intuition is very heightened right now. I think someone has been taking advantage of you. Maybe they just always think you're going to be there for them, that you're always going to be on their side, or you're that punching bag. This could be a kid too, parents, okay? You know how kids come home from school after a rough day, they've been great at school, and then they come home and they're an absolute animal for you? Okay, kids do it too. So I do think you've had to kind of like maybe show a different side to you. Maybe show a different side to you, because you are kind, you are loving, all right? But by doing this, you're allowing the stress to leave your life. You're allowing people to stop bringing their drama to your table. You know, that you're stopping people from shitting on your doorstep, okay? And I think what you've actually done is create something new for yourself that you may not even be aware of. By you standing up for yourself, something new is being created. So if you are at work, oh my God, I feel like I'm really babbling on. Yeah, so if you're at work and you're always helping other people, you're always covering their shift, you're always the one they go to or something like that, you've had to say no. And this is because, like, by being helpful, by being kind, it was taking away your happiness. It was taking away any joy, any light in your life. And I think now people are starting to realize, we're going to have to work differently in order to be a team. I think it was good. Whatever you did, you put your foot down, babes. Put your foot down. You put your foot down in some way. You showed them who the fuck you are. And it was needed. It was needed. It was needed to protect yourself. I hope I'm not shouting. I have this cold is making my ears blocked, so I feel like I'm yelling like an old lady or something. I keep screaming like an old person. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe right now you just need to do a bit of self-care and stop putting other people's needs before your own. Because my spirit guides do that to me. I do not stop until I drop. And so sometimes my spirit guides are like they're angry parents, like, just go to bed. You need a nap, you know. Let's take you out of action for a while so that you will stop. Go to the corner, young lady, kind of thing. It makes me, it's funny. It's funny to me. All right, so let's see what's going on, my lovelies. You have the Hanged One here. Can you see that? I think people are changing how they're seeing you. Whatever you did or said, or if this is just a vibe about you, people are looking at you differently. I feel like you're getting a lot more respect, actually. I don't think they didn't think you had that in you to the point where you could be this fierce, this strong, this scary, maybe. You know, if someone's had to, like, raise their voice a little bit or something, maybe they didn't know you had that in you. I'm not saying they weren't pushing for it either. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune, you have turned your luck around. Yeah, by doing this, I kind of think you've made people straighten up a little bit. Look at things differently, act a bit differently. Too many cards, sorry. So what is going on? We've got big thunderstorms over here, guys. The sun. Okay. I don't know if the sun is for you or these other people. Yeah, it might be the other people. By you having to do this, they are sad about it. Maybe they didn't realize this was becoming a problem. Maybe they didn't realize they were asking too much of you. Excuse me. Maybe they didn't know just how much this has been getting to you, like how much of a load they've been putting on you. They are sad, and I think it's because they didn't mean to upset you in any kind of way. Well, think what you want about that one. I'm not even saying it. I'm sure my face is going to say it. Me personally, I know when I'm taking advantage of someone. I know when I'm, not that I do it very often, that's why I check in on that, or I'll verbalize it and be like, where are we at right now? Like, am I being too bossy? Am I being too demanding? Am I being too needy? If the other person doesn't want to say yes, or, you know, if they don't want to be honest with me, then that's on them, because I'm just going to carry on being however I've been. But I want to make sure that I'm appreciating the other person's needs too in the interaction, in the relationship. You have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so I think the first row is about the other people that you've been dealing with, the ones that you've had to kind of like show your claws to with the Panther here. The Two of Cups, whatever they've done, it's over. And that's probably why you got fierce. That's probably why you had to show a side to yourself that they never thought you possessed. Okay, I really do feel like you have, you brought, like, your ugly side was brought out, and you probably hate yourself for that, because that's not a side you like to show very often. And that's what I hate, you know, like, if people know you're spiritual, they all of a sudden assume that we're very zen, that, I don't know, we talk to flowers all day or something like that. But spiritual people are the ones that have healed from some really fucked up shit. So that doesn't mean we don't have addictions. That does not mean that we don't have a temper. That does not mean that we don't have triggers or a past or things like that. So don't push people's buttons, babe. Don't push them. You know, and don't let them push yours. And I think that's what's happened here, is that somebody pushed your buttons, either for fun or because they were just plain dumb. Page of Swords in the reverse. Oh, you have found out some shit about this person. And I think that's what triggered you. I think that's what triggered you. This person has been, they've done something really stupid and immature. They have. Either they've been running their mouth, or they've been telling porcupines, which over here is lies. Okay. I like to do that to my kid. If I think he's not telling the truth, I'm like, let me smell your breath. Okay, so I'll smell his breath. I'll go, smells like porcupines. And I mean, he thinks it's hilarious that a mum can smell a lie on someone's breath. Of course I can't. But I think this person either been telling some porcupines, or maybe they've been starting some really silly rumors that maybe they didn't intend it to get as big as it got, or maybe they didn't know that that was your boundary. Because to them, it could have just been nothing. It was small fry to them, but to you, that was a no. That was a no. Underneath the deck, you have Temperance. Yeah, so I think you really did need to, Spirit or your guides needed you to balance this shit out, because this person was getting too comfortable. Too comfortable talking shit, saying shit, running their mouth, telling lies, gossiping, something like that. I don't know if you're just really containing yourself, because it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like you're having to contain yourself. You're not trying to make it a bigger deal than it has to be, but you certainly did have to put this person in their place. So bravo, babes, bravo. Don't let someone ever take advantage of you. You know what, as well, I find the people that take advantage the most are the ones that need you the most. You don't need them, they need you. That's what's so cheeky. That's what's so, like, insulting about it. What else, please? What else? Knight of Wands. Why is that in the horizontal, though? Sorry, it came up like that. With the Eight of Swords. I'm going to reshuffle that, and if it's meant to come out, it'll come out. That's interesting. I'm going to get clarification on the Sun in the reverse, because that could be your energy, that could be your... I think everyone's a little bit sad at how this has ended or come about or something like that. But it needed to. Ace of Cups, okay. Yeah, it's a shame. This person's going to feel it more than you are. Okay, you do have a good heart with all the pink and all the purple that I see in the Oracle cards. You have a fabulous heart, but it's actually this person that you've had this disagreement with or ending with that is going to feel it the most. Okay, they ruined the connection. It was their petty behavior, it was their limited thinking, it was their negative talking, excuse me, it was their gossiping or something like that that made you walk away. Okay. So if you're beating yourself up because it's like, oh my God, I never shout, or I never lose my temper, or I never talk to someone that disrespectfully or something like that, and I hate myself for it, I thought I healed from that. don't feel bad. They lost you. You didn't lose them. Yeah, 5 of Wands. This person likes drama. This person's always in competition with somebody. This person's always got shit going on. Oh, and I think that was it. I think you've just been exhausted because it's like, oh, something else this week that has upset you, or oh, something else that we've got to go into fight or flight response for, or something, another bit of shit I've got to clean up for you, something like that if it's a work thing. Ace of Pentacles, this has been blocking your blessings because you've been too busy dealing with this person's really fucked up erratic energy. Okay, 7 of Swords in the reverse. Excuse me. Yeah, this person has been doing this. This person does this kind of shit to everybody. Okay, it's what they do. It's what they do for attention. It's what they do to feel included. It's what they do to make themselves the center of, center of attention. It's very attention-seeking behavior. And I don't think they know any other way of being. But that's their journey. They got, they're gonna have to grow up. They're gonna have to grow up. They're gonna have to do this, figure this out for themselves. Because you're busy. You are busy, and you're only interested in people who are of the same vibration. Like, instead of, creating drama, how do we fix it? Instead of walking into drama, who's mature enough to walk away and say, you know what, I'm too old for this crap. They're my kind of people right now. You're not interested in this childish behavior. It's just not you anymore. You've come from too much. So you're either of a certain age, or you've just overcome a lot of shit in your life where this isn't interesting. Because I don't know about you, but I think people who like drama have never really been through anything in their life. Because if you have, you wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want it back. If you've really dealt with some trauma or some pain or grief or like PTSD or something like that, you would never go looking for it because you know how that shit nearly killed you, how that can knock you off your feet. All right, let's see. Oh, God, I feel like I'm being a bit fierce here today. Maybe it's that panther vibe. Oh no. Oh no, they fell. Hold on. Oh, see the puppy? He's having a little nap. He comes everywhere with me. He's like my baby. Yeah, we just went to the shops. He comes everywhere. He's such a cutie. 7 of Wands in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. Okay, this person has lost all their power, especially if they've been gossiping about you, or if they have been running their mouth or saying things that aren't true or spreading rumors. Whatever has happened, it's kind of like you and this person needed it to happen so that everyone else could see their traits, their characteristics. And I'm really sorry, because maybe someone who's going to watch this is going to be really, really triggered by this. But if that's the case, don't watch the channel. Don't watch the channel. If you've had people who've tried to help you and you're still the victim in every single story and every single friendship, then you're going to have to do some shadow work and some self-reflection on that one and grow. And that's all I'll say on that one. Yeah, this person, they can't do it anymore. The Magician in the reverse is someone who's really sneaky, really deceptive. They can't manifest things. And that's because people are seeing that they are full of shit, or they are very childish, or they're very immature, or they're always the victim, or something like that. So I don't think anyone actually blames you for losing your temper with this person, even though you may be hating yourself because, we don't do that at a certain age, do we? We get out of that kind of behavior. So don't be too hard on yourself, because everyone else can see there was no other way of dealing with it or something like that, Right, let's wrap it up soon. The Hierophant. Yeah, you just stay in your lane. You just stay in your lane. You stick to your principles, to your goals. Because I do feel this person's behavior and tactics has taken you off track a little bit. And that could be because of your good heart, because it's like, let me stop what I'm doing to help you with this. Or, it's like when you've got that friend in class who isn't quite understanding the work and you're done with it. So you're like, oh, I've got extra time. Let me help you. Let me do a little bit of tutoring, or let me explain that maths equation. Excuse me. And then before you know it, they come to you every lesson. So you can't get on with your own work because you're too busy helping them. You know, it kind of feels like that. So you need to stay with your own goals, your own principles, your own integrity. You need to really have a lot more faith in yourself, in what you can and cannot cope with, and what you've been through, and what you will and will not allow. So this is also about your boundaries, okay? So let's have a look at the Hanged One quickly. Three of Cups. This was some kind of friendship group, or there was more than one person. There was more than one person involved here. And I do think they're seeing you a little bit differently after this. Oh, excuse me. Queen of Cups. They know how loving you are. They know how kind you are. They know how sensitive you are. They also know that no matter what you go through, those qualities in you never stop. You never stop thinking about another person. You never stop giving to somebody else. So that's why just don't be too hard on yourself if you had to let the panther out, you know. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you had to get yourself out of this, I feel sorry for this person, or let me stay behind and help you. Whatever they did, they just kept abusing those really sweet, intuitive, kind, emotional qualities of yours. That very nurturing. You could have been very mothering to this person, and you had to get yourself out of it because it was never enough. It was draining your cup. The Sun in the reverse, please. Well, they really were. Don't be so hard on yourself. Alright, I want to get another one because I've got the Emperor in the reverse here. Excuse me, God, I'm gross. Four of Cups. Ace of Wands. What is this about, please? What is this about, please? Ten of Swords. Okay, so I think what I'm clarifying is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I think you're really, because you're so intuitive, because you are the Queen of Cups, because you're so sensitive, because you're so loving and kind and in tune to things, and that could be children, moon cycles, the environment, the, you know, people's auras. I think you're being really, really hard on yourself for having to bring the panther out. And that's because you have a beautiful heart. And we saw that, right? We saw how lovely your heart is, and that you had to come out and protect it. Right? I think you're asking yourself, I've been in this situation before and I handled it better, so what was different this time? What kicked this off? Something kicked it off. It needed to happen. Like, the universe kicked it off because they needed you to come out of this mess that you always end up with. These people that you always end up being around, surrounded by, helping. I just kind of feel like a huskies and a sleigh. Is that what you call it? A sled. And I feel like it's to the point you haven't even got a team of huskies. You're just the one husky pulling it. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know enough about that. I'm sorry. I'm just throwing one kids movie called Balto. I'm really not the person to rely on for that example. Okay, so yeah, you're being really hard on yourself, but that's why you snapped, because you finally you have had enough. And I'm saying you have had nearly a lifetime of this shit, or years of this crap, of always trying to help people, and all they do is ask for more. They're not grateful, they don't appreciate it, and you can't take it. You can't take it anymore. I think your health can't take it. I think mentally you can't take. I don't think I can just see you crying all the time. And you might even be to the point you can't physically cry anymore. But your heart is hurting. It's hurting that, like, it's never going to change. I'm always going to be around these people that I have to give to and I never get anything else from. Like, that's my purpose in life, is to serve, to give, to be nothing. Almost, yeah. And that's why you snapped, because it's just, and I think like your ancestors, like, it's time to snap. Because we're not having one of ours talk like that about themselves, you know. It's not that you're not nothing, babes. It's because you're nice. It's their fault for being, you know, low vibrational and not appreciating those qualities. 2 of Cups in the reverse for this idiot that upset you. The Love is in the reverse. Yeah, boom, gone. It's over. It's never coming back. They know it too. They really fucked up. They fucked up and they know it. They lost everything. The Tower, there it is. Boom, this exploded out of nowhere. They're shocked that this exploded. They are stressed out about this with the 9 of Swords. They cannot believe this blew up in their face as big as it did. Wow, this is a really powerful message, guys. Whee! Page of Cups, they're hoping that you'll come and apologize or that you'll accept their apology. Okay, so underneath the deck you have the 9 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, the Moon in the reverse, and the Devil card. Okay, so the only reason, sorry, itchy nose. Yeah, the only reason they want you to accept their apology or to apologize to them or something like that, or for things to get better, is for their own anxiety, their fears right now. They did not expect you to blow up in their face. This to blow up in their face. They did not expect this to be as bad or as affect them as bad as it was. And this has a lot to do with their own toxicity. Okay, I kind of feel like whatever happened between you guys, everything else is blown up for this person. Everything else is blown up for this person. This person could be spending a lot of time watching you, spying on you. Which is a bit, yeah, which is a bit obsessive. And I think it's because they may not know how to get you back. They don't know if the friendship's ever going to be the same again, or the working relationship, or whatever it is. Let's see, Page of Swords in the reverse. The Hermit in the reverse. They can't deal with the rejection. It's the rejection that's almost making them obsessive. I don't think they've ever felt this lonely by a friendship ending or a connection ending or an argument leaving them this isolated. So if they had an issue with you, it turns out everyone's isolated them now. And I don't think that was your intention. I don't think that was their intention. It's just what has come out of it. They have never, yeah, before when they've gone out with somebody or it's ended, I think it's always been a case of, oh, well, that person's just this and that. And, you know, I'm always going to be the victim. Whereas this time, I think this has really triggered this person. They're really feeling the loss here. That's what happens when you take advantage of somebody. When you take their kindness for weakness. Queen of Swords. It is because... Okay, so I could be talking to an air sign. I am an Aquarius. And Justice in the reverse. The World in the reverse. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. Oh, can you guys see that? You are no longer accepting this from people. You cannot. And let me tell you about an air sign. When they're done, it is going to hurt. I don't think we mean it to hurt on that level. It's just we can say it with so much coldness. So we're very blunt. We can be very, very blunt and very, very honest. And just because we've been tolerating some stuff and haven't been showing you that panther, it doesn't mean we haven't recognized it. And I think this is why people take advantage, because they think because you haven't said anything that you haven't noticed. So they continue this. You know, it's kind of like a rat or a mouse in the house still eating a little bit more because you haven't set a trap yet. Excuse me. But no, when an air sign wants to be done with you, it's ice cold. It's frostbite. It's horrible. It's horrible. But it is because you had enough. You can no longer take this. You don't have time for it. You don't have the energy for it. It's dumb. God. So this person's really feeling left out in the cold. 8 of Cups here, please. Good for you for standing up for yourself. it hurts their feelings, then you shouldn't have abused my kindness. Strength. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. Knight of Swords. Oh, this is what's interesting, is that's why people see the change in you. Four of Pentacles and the Fool. People cannot understand that you will never ever change your mind about this person. You have no interest in healing with this person. You have no interest in forgiving this person, moving on from this person. It's like, I said what I said, that's it. It's over. I made that decision. I don't care if she's crying. I don't care if he's begging for me back. None of that. It's over. End of story. Like, I will be that hard-headed about it. All I'm interested in is looking forward. I'm moving forward. I'm leaving that person behind. They don't exist as far as I'm concerned. That's how brutal you are being with this. And people just aren't expecting that from you. They weren't expecting that. Like, you're always so kind. You're always so nurturing. And it's like, good people have their limits too, you know? 7 of Wands in the reverse, please. 6 of Wands. Yeah, for the longest time, people thought you had no boundaries. People thought you had no spine, or that you couldn't see these manipulative games or these advantage-taking methods. But actually, the fact that you've done this, people are kind of praising you. You've got some, like, fan club, you know, little fan club going on. Like, I can't believe it. I would never have the guts to say that. This is the person that we all used to walk all over, or we thought it was just a little wallflower or a little mouse, you know, a little pushover or something like that. No, they're really respecting you for this. Wow. I don't think you give two fucks about that, but 7 of Pentacles. Did I say that right? 7 of Pentacles. Okay, taking your time, letting things. Yeah, I think you're not interested in being, you know, everyone else's hero because you had the balls stand up to this person, they didn't. I think you're just waiting for if this is like office gossip, you're just, carry on. It's this week's interest. Next week there'll be something else. Like, you're not interested, in playing this role of, oh, I'm suddenly popular, or, yeah, like, let me tell you what I said, or, I hope this is making sense, because I'm just, like, swimming around in cold meds right now. Yeah, you're just leaving them to it. Like, if you want to kiss my ass because I did something that you couldn't, you're no different than the person that I just slammed the door on. King of Wands, yeah, you're doing your own thing. You're not interested in, you know, going over and over again with it. You want to move on. I just find that you're a really mature person, and you are surrounded by some really immature, weak people. You know, they're sheep. And you're not interested in being a wolf. You're not interested in being a shepherd. I think you're just like, that's not my field. That's not my species. I'm just going to go off and do me. The Magician in the reverse. Death. Anyone that's tried to block you and stop you, this is all changing for you. You have just, like, woken up. It's like Sleeping Beauty. But you didn't need Prince Charming to kiss you, to wake you up. You just woke up on your own accord like 100 years later. And suddenly you're just like, I don't know what just happened, but I know I can't stay here anymore. I know I can't continue to do another 100 years like this. There is a big shift in you, a big change. Like, you have no one wants to mess with you right now. Temperance, and this is because you are balancing some things out for you. So I do feel for the longest time you have dealt with some hard life lessons. You have had some real challenges put in front of you, and finally peace is coming your way, or finally you can feel that the work you have been doing has paid off. So now you can start to relax. Now you can start to chill out. Now you can start to address one obstacle at a time. Versus in the past, I think you had a lot of shit thrown at you that you had to handle. And this is what made you so sweet and sensitive and kind as the Queen of Cups. Because you know what it's like to really be left out in the cold. You know what it's like to have no one to rely on, to have to do it for yourself. These people don't, that find you, by the way. They don't. They could say that. They could say, like, oh, I'm a single mom, or you know, he took me for everything in the divorce. They are no way near on. They are no way on par as the same kind of hardships and lessons and obstacles that you have had to face and overcome. Right. So let me just remind you of that. Not that I think I have to anymore. So things are starting to fall in place for you. Yeah, you've had some people fuck you over. You have had some people really fuck you. This has been in work, in families, in friendships, in communities. You have dealt with a lot of manipulative, deceitful, negative things. People have really tried to take you down in life on things. Okay? So you have not had time to probably even see their manipulative ways because you're too busy trying to rebuild from their destruction. You know you've been fucked over, but you were too busy having to get back on your feet that you haven't been able to address it, take it to court, you know, put a complaint about that person because you were too busy trying to survive. These people just took and took and took, right? That's why. If you're wondering why you snapped all of a sudden, that's why. You've had enough. Two of Swords, you're refusing. You are refusing to deal with it, continue with it, give anything to it. It's wrong. It's wrong. You know it. For the longest time, you had to turn the other cheek or had to walk away and pretend it wasn't happening. But guess what? Things are falling into your place now. Like, things are falling into place for you now. So I feel like your finances are getting better. I feel like you know, maybe you have housing now. Maybe like there were some homelessness issues or renting or something like that was an issue. You know, because there's nothing worse than if you rent and you've got a real pervert, you know, landlord. Because how the hell do you get away from that? I don't know. I think things are falling into place for you now. I feel like you've got more security. I feel like your seeds are suddenly starting to grow, and this is everything. That's why you're looking different, feeling different, attracting different people, because all of a sudden you are blossoming. So everything that they threw at you, they threw dirt at you. Guess what? They gave you soil for your seeds. Yeah. So of course they're pissed off. They threw dirt at you. So what you did was plant some seeds. Good for you, mamas. Hierophant. The High Priestess. Okay, so it's not just this person who doesn't know that they can't fuck with you anymore. There's some... I don't know what to say here. What am I saying? So like your office or a company or something, like, no one's fucking with you anymore. They know. They can just sense it. It's like, you know, in the cowboy western movies when like John Wayne walks through the saloon, or what is it, salon? You know, he walks through the swing doors and everyone just goes silent. It's that kind of presence about you right now. Like, people don't even have to know your name. They just sense it on you. Seven of Swords. These people have done some sneaky shit on you. And let me tell you, it's out of pure jealousy. Pure jealousy, because everything they threw at you, it never took you down. It stopped you in your tracks, but you still got back up. So it's like, now I've got to throw more shit at them. I've got to amp it up this time, because what's going to take this person down? But let me tell you, these people that did some sneaky stuff, some real sneaky stuff to you, they're starting to get nervous. Two of Pentacles, because they're now realizing, I should have invested in you. I want you on my team. I shouldn't have bet against you. King of Cups? Why is King of Cups here, please? I did not plan to pull this many cards. The Queen of Pentacles. There is someone, possibly a new love interest, that has noticed how you have been the underdog. The World in the reverse. Okay. Three of Pentacles. This person, okay, so this could be someone in your past that either cheated on you or put you in a situation. They did not invest in you. And they know they should have done. I don't think the King of Swords, I don't think you've ever left this person's thoughts, memories, regrets, guilt. This person knows they should have invested in you because you were down on your luck. Okay? And for whatever reason, possibly because they were married or because it was or because they, you know, they cheated on you and really ruined things. Some of this King of Cups, please. Sorry, guys, this is long, isn't it? The Chariot and the Four of Swords. Right? Sorry. Let me try again. Try this King of Swords. Okay, so it's over with the other woman, the third party. Okay, maybe he's not completely ready to be in a new relationship, but the fact that it's over now means this person is coming for you. Whether it's to come give you an apology, whether it's to come and help you out, whether it's to come and explain things. But he had to wait. He had to wait till there was no more love for this other person within him. It's finally gone. He has no attachment to this other person. He has no pull to this person. This other person has no hold over him. And now he wants to come towards you. Now, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to make the videos too long. So we'll tap into that energy another time for another reading. But you're standing up for yourself, babes. You're holding yourself differently. And everyone knows it. And I'm so proud of you. Love and light, my darlings.